Hey everybody, this is Dustin, RV Specialist. So I'm inside one of our other buildings, and so we've got technically 3 buildings, but this one is our 200 address build. So sometimes we can fit the units in if they're not so tall or if they're not a big fifth wheel. We're looking at an outdoors RV. I'm not sure what year it is, so I'll go double check that here in just a second. But this outdoors RV was in here before, and I'm not sure how long ago. I want to say I'm guessing maybe a year or longer. And they had a bad axle, and I'm assuming these are the axles off of it. And so being that one's not quite as dirty as this one, that axle was replaced at one time. So the axles, which is, Outdoors RV builds a great coach. And if you didn't know, we have an Outdoors RV page. We also have I can't think of the name offhand right now. I'm having I guess you'd call it a pre-senior moment. The other brand that Outdoors RV owns, Northwood. There it is. It's coming to me. So anyways, we do Northwood warranty as well. They actually put shocks on their coach, which is nice, right? And they usually put a better suspension system. You can see these are a 6 stud instead of a 5. I don't know what size the axles ratings are. The new axle was over here. The guys are getting ready to put it on. But the owner had actually showed impact sign of where they had hit something on the axle that tweaked the first one. Now it's done it to the second one. And then as we were going through, he said, hey, my tires are still, this one tire on the driver's side rear is still wearing funny. So, it's when you don't see any impact damage to or stress or damage to like the spring hangers or the frames or the I-beams or anything wonky, there's no reason to go through and measure it all out. But we said to the guys, hey, you know what? Go ahead and take the time, triple check everything, see what's going on. So earlier when I was catching up with Zach and so they're still either putting it back together or taking it off. Oh, actually, that's not the axles for this one. That's the axles for that Outdoors RV. So anyways, so here they are. And that is the old axle getting ready to come down. So see, I don't know what the hell's going on in my own shop. There's the new axle getting ready to be installed. And so anyways, on this system, apparently when they built the unit, the spring hangers, or I think Zach said like an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch off on one side to the other. And so he says it's causing it to be shifted. So he said the only way to correct it would be to cut the hangers off, reposition them correctly, so it's basically kicked in to where it's causing the outside of the tire to wear. So he measured all the measurements on it, and there's an actual form you do off the frame to do that. So you can get that usually like Lippert or whoever the frame manufacturer is. But anyways, this one's getting an axle replaced for the second time. And you can see too that he has the Dexter Easy Flex kit, and you can see how greasy and dirty it is, right? So I know that this, what I was told is I think this owner's getting ready to either sell this one or trade it in or get something different. I don't know if they're going to a bigger unit or what, but basically, make sure that you're doing your maintenance. You still have bushings in here that need to be cleaned and replaced after every so often. Just lubing them doesn't check them. And then, make sure you're cleaning them all up. So whether you pressure wash it, brake cleaner, degreaser, brakes, whatever you're going to use, solvent cleaner to get those clean, you want to clean those off. You want to re-lube them, and you want to, check them for play to see if they move or wiggle waggle or like any of our other videos we have. So anyway, stay tuned for more. I just wanted to do a quick video on this one. This one is actually a 24 RKS Timber Ridge Outdoors RV series, and I'll go see what year. And hey, good job, sir. They make 2 different screens, but good job on the furnace. We should have stuck one on the refrigerator, but so if you're another consumer seeing this video, bug screens. And ask me why, because we live in Lodi, California. There's wasps and mud daubers and bees all over this place because we're capital of the United States for Zinfandel wines. Anywhere you go in town is wineries and vineyards everywhere. Bug screen on this one. They put a clip on here. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe to help them pull it out. But I would recommend highly that you put the metal clip on here instead of the plastic. And check out all the videos I've done on these over the years. So typically, there's a little notch in the spring, behind the spring, in the metal clip that's here. And there's 2 little plastic tips that's on there. And as the sun affects these break off, and then the door just goes whing and goes and hits somebody behind you and causes a wreck or gets your ass sued or whatever you want to call it. But metal clip, buy them on Amazon, buy them through us, buy them at any RV place. Takes you like 2 minutes to put that on. It's like $5. Well, while I'm here, let's see, overall, I would recommend that they do a body reseal. And the reason I say that is I can see all the putty that's bled out. So see all the putty, this is a Schwintek slide out. All the putty needs to be scraped off. All the screws need to be tightened up on it. I can see where they're backing out already. And you can see how bad the putty tape is bled out on the side here, right? So all that stuff needs to get scraped off. You can also see from the window all the putty tape that's bled out. Now you can say, hey, Dustin, that's a gasket, it's a seal, it's behind there, it's supposed to be behind there, whatnot. Okay, well, we do this for a living, and I've been doing this for 26 years, and say, why is that bleeding out, right? Ask yourself that. If there was a material, which there's a material behind this one, and it's put in place, why is it bleeding out? Why, right? It's from vibration and movement. So when this room is expanding and contracting and moving and the wall is flexing and the coach is vibration and shaking and going back to back, it's causing pressure, which is forcing this putty out. Same thing around the window. So this is a tattletale saying, hey, I'm loose and I'm sitting there vibrating and actuating, like rubbing, like friction and bleeding out. It's not doing it on the back so much, but all on the top and all on the front and, and pretty much here on the bottom. So these windows are just sandwiched in place. This is the same style window, whether it's frameless, with a frame, whether it's 20 years old or brand new. They're just sandwiched with screws in place. And so as those screws and hot and cold and temperatures and vibration shake this coach apart, those screws need to every so often, every couple of years, go in and just give them a little tighten. If you see any that are broke off inside, or you see anything that's messed up, you can always, replace the screw, just get the same size. So pull one out and get the same exact size. Or you can, like say if there was a screw hole here and it was stripped out or broke off, you would just move it over like a 1/4 of an inch or put it on the opposite side. And then people look at these frames with these windows and they say, hey, I got all this meat, right? So see the thickness of my thumb, right? The thickness of my thumb is less than half of that is what's actually making contact with the body of the coach. That window is cut out, and a lot of times the putties or the bulb seals aren't even making full contact around the perimeter where it's set in place. So make sure that you're, checking your windows, checking your glass. If you have the frameless windows, if this was a frameless window, I tell you, go inside and tap on the glass to make sure that it's not coming loose, because we get those windows that fall off. The glass will just fall off, or they'll shatter, and people will be like, oh, it's shattered. Why did it shatter? Well, the sealant failed on it. It rattled, it got hot and cold, it expanded and contracted, and it just bursted, right? So I see pictures all the time of people on our Facebook groups, whether it's Outdoors RV or Grand Design or Brinkley or other pages or Genesis or Alliance or whatever brand it is. And they're like, the window just erupted and broke. Well, the glue let loose, the glass moved, the aluminum moved, the heat inside, the cold outside, and it flexed just enough to just and crack and break it. So keep an eye on your sealants, keep an eye on your windows, keep an eye on things that are bleeding out, keep an eye on your screws. Make sure that you're taking care of everything on these units. And thanks so much for watching, and sorry for nagging so much, but this is Dustin, Urban Specialist. Have a great day.